It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Grizzlies come into town for this one. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. With that road trip behind them, the Lakers ready to perform in front of their Los Angeles fans. And, of course, Aaron Gordon. Team moving on here without him.
And as shocked as people are that they would trade away a player of his caliber, they didn't just let him go for nothing. I mean, they got a lot in return. I think it's a deal that's going to really help them down the road.
Back to LeBron. Holiday, no one around him. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Think of all the different images in your mind over the years of James attacking the rim.
Memphis with the ball. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Coach Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up. I asked Coach about how he'll slow down LeBron tonight. We both had a good laugh about that. Coach said there's just no way to do it. Believe me, I've tried to come up with one. If there was a way to slow down LeBron, someone would have done it by now. LeBron's resume shows there isn't an answer for him, and there never has been. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Grant gets a wide-open look, and he's good on the 3-ball.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
The 3 from LeBron. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Back to Morant. And it's Grant in the corner. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Grant's got 6.
Oh, this is just being a good team. Morant making sure to whip the ball over to his open man.
Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple. And LeBron James still the face of the league as he goes into his mid-30s. The impact he's had on this sport is really immeasurable.
Come on, Jerry. I mean, he's one of the most recognizable athletes in the world. I mean, it's scary to think that LeBron can still turn it on and take over when he needs to. And you know what? Playoff LeBron, very real thing.
Now Morant, following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. Fires the three. Melton, no good. Lakers trail by 3. The drive by James. Can't hit from in close. Pass to Melton. .139 left here in the first quarter. And finished off by Morant.
Just another example of why you run plays through Morant. I mean, he makes great decisions with the ball in his hands.
In the corner, Middleton with it. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Middleton's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
And that one's good. Brooks.
Oh, man, a tough shot maker with deep range. I mean, what an answer from Brooks.
On the wing, Holiday. The Lakers rebound. Here's the three. Good, and the assist goes to James. Holiday's got his third bucket of the night.
Well, you can learn a lot by watching him operating their offense.
And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. There's 42 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And stolen by Drummond.
And really, that's why you don't want to go up.
Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
Come on, Hall of Fame athleticism and ability. James has no problem throwing it down in style.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Melton. Fires from deep. Morant outside. Here's Melton. Shot clock at 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Oh, the vision, the ability to throw every type of pass. I mean, Morant's already reached an elite level as a playmaker.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Brooks for 3. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Memphis out in front, leading by 3. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Memphis.
The three-pointer has been a major weapon for them in early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Here's Caruso. Pass to Harrell. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And that one's good. Burke. Memphis leading. Morris looking over the floor. To the wing on the left. Allen for 3. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has beneath no one tattooed on his arm. And he says, my dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment. And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, DA. Thank you. Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Brooks from outside sinks the three-pointer. Brooks has got the lead up to 5 now for the Grizzlies. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Burt can't get it to go.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Pass to Morant. Outside Jackson. To the inside. Gasol with the steal. To the middle. Here's Green. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow, what a heads-up play by Green. Knowing he has a man in a tough spot, getting the contact to draw the foul.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Brooks misses. Lakers trailed by 3.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick. A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
Pass to Brooks. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
And here's Brooks. Here's Melton. This one for 3. Rebound Andre Drummond. James in the post. 6 points for him. Middleton looking it over. Now here's Drummond. 4 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. Middleton can't get it to go. It's a close game here in Los Angeles. Brooks outside. Jacks up a 3. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Brooks has got 7 points here in this quarter.
You see the confidence rising? I mean, when Brooks is firing away like this, keep feeding him.
And judging Morant's game early on, I've heard a few people with Allen Iverson comparisons.
Well, put me in that number as well. That's going to be tough to fill up, but it just means he has the potential, the quickness, the athletic ability, the IQ, the handles. They're both lightning fast, slight builds, both tough. And you see the explosive ability to get to the rim and finish. I'm going to ask my boy AI what he thinks about the young Ja.
Morant outside. Back to Jackson. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. For 3. Holiday with the block.
An aggressive defender who pressures ball handlers. Nobody should be surprised to see Holiday sending shots away.
Now here's LeBron. He has 6. And they double up James. For 3, Middleton. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Middleton's got 9.
It's first triple of the second quarter, 3rd of the game.
Morris outside. Some nice passing there by Memphis. That three off the mark. The Lakers trail. Here's LeBron. And LeBron throws it down.
You give James a lane to the basket, he's going to dunk it hard. Amazing watching him just glide through the air. One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Now here's James. For three, Middleton. Grizzlies with the rebound.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And here's Morant. Jackson has the open look. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Now James, 8 points for him. The kick out to Holiday. But they get it back. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Pass to Morant. Out left to the wing. And stolen by Drummond. Here's Holiday. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Holiday's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, true, but we'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, we got to give them credit for coming back.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, GA, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
Driving to the basket. On the wing, Morris. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. That's going to send LeBron James to the line. That's on Jaren Jackson. Los Angeles shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Now, here is Morris. After LeBron James's miss. Jackson with the screen. Here. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Wow. And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Lakers trail by 4. Here's James. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And here's Brooks from outside. No good there. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. A shot by Middleton, wide open. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Middleton's got 12 points in the game. Morant looking around. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Grizzlies have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And the combination of athleticism and defense Grant brings is superb. A guy who you can depend on to compete.
Shot clock at 5. Morant drives in. And finished off by Morant.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
.143 left in the third quarter of the game. Driving the lane. Outside for Jackson. Launches it. Stolen by Middleton. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
To the paint. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Okay, look at Morant flexing a little muscle right there, showing off his athletic ability right in their faces.
Timeout called the Lakers.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
They get the rebound. Pass to Caruso. And again, the Lakers no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. Morris with the ball. He has 6. Just 4 to shoot. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And you have to like how they're getting the ball inside this half. They didn't have as much success in the paint earlier, but they're finally getting it done down low.
Pass to Burke. Here's Caruso. And the wide open shot from Green. Connects from 3-point range. Green's got 5 points so far.
That's been a reliable aspect of Green's game throughout his career. Now, the ability to find his shot and deliver beyond the arc.
Morris outside. Pass to Allen. From the arc. Can't hit that one. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. It's the Grizzlies leading by 3. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Memphis leading by 3. Morris outside. Hachimura the screen. Inside. And stolen by LeBron. And now the fast break. LeBron with the ball. Middleton outside. Kuzma left side. To tie it up. And it's Chris Middleton with the 3. Middleton's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
That free throw missing. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Shot's good by Middleton.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. He said he just wants them to play faster. It feels like they've been too lackadaisical with the ball and that their aggressiveness just isn't there right now. Kevin, back to you.
Jackson from long range.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Back to James. Lakers passing it around. Clock at 6. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. It's Morant with the drive.
This is what you want from your leader. No moment is too big for Morant.
The Lakers in the lead. Ron right side. From deep three-point range. They get it back. Drummond lets the 3 fly. And LeBron James good for 3.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Holiday with the 3. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
With experience, skill, and ability, Holiday makes for the perfect go-to scoring option.
And finished off by Morant. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 10 assists. Outside Holiday. Back to James. Pass to Middleton. There's the 3. No good on that one.
Working as hard as anybody for that rebound. That's not an easy one to correct.
And stolen by Drummond. LeBron with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And finished off by LeBron.
I like to say I'm blown away, but honestly, with LeBron, a game like this is just par for the course. Are you for real? Morant way up. That was fire.
Outside Holiday. Down low. LeBron outside. The 3. Middleton. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The game now all time.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
And the Lakers call time here. The score is tied at 59. 124 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Middleton outside. Pass to Holiday. From outside the arc. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. And the Lakers lead by 3.
Look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another.
Right when they need it the most. Seems like he's getting all his points from behind the arc.
James, no good. On the wing, Morris. Here's Grant. Yes! A tremendous three to tie it up.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him and make crucial shots.
Middleton outside. Beyond the arc. It's good from beyond the arc.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. But you can see why after that sequence.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Six-second difference between the shot and game clock. Pass to Drummond. To the inside. LeBron outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Count it!
Physical D. When LeBron, the body control, the focus, it really doesn't matter.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're trailing by 3. 8 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, they have a little time to work with. The most important thing is to make whatever you take.
8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Takes a step back. And they tie, and it's sent back by Drummond. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage.
$6.2 for shampoo. Cardio frame that bamboo. Still doing shit that you can't do.